Welcome to Birchwood's Technology Use Webcast 5.0, brought to you by our District Technology Committee. This video will give you an overview of the basics and then the school and student responsibilities for your school technology device. You'll hear about the ethical use of email and the internet, how to be careful with your device, and the optional insurance for high school students. We'll finish with a reminder of the permission forms that need to be signed and turned into the school office before school starts. It's a big deal that each student has a device to use as they prepare for our high-tech world while improving in all of these areas. The Birchwood Tech Use Policy is based on these broad concepts. The school owns the devices. Devices are educational tools that you are allowed to use as long as you follow the policies. In order to use school devices, students and parents need to sign the forms agreeing to follow the policies.
What do you call the woman who married the internet? The Wi-Fi.
This video is an overview, but it is ultimately your responsibility to read and understand the full policy, which is on the school website or can be picked up in the school office. Be very careful with your device and how you use it. School staff can and will look at your computer to check condition and appropriate use. Each student needs to save their own data, use Google Drive and/or portable storage drives. You are responsible for taking care of your device, so tell school staff immediately if something happens. Talk to a staff member if something happens to yours and fill out a form in the IMC. Keep in mind, the school and tech support company have the ability to monitor your device. And we have the right to check data that you send or receive at any time without giving a reason. Tell a teacher right away if you accidentally go on a bad site or if you see someone else on one. We want to block these sites right away. If you are only using your computer for educational purposes, you won't have to worry about the fact that the school does have to cooperate with police investigations. And now an overview of the student's job when using a school tech device. Someone could find your login info and use it inappropriately, so keep it private. Never use other people's work and pass it off as your own. Don't alter or modify anything on your device. We want to keep things like they are. If you need something changed, installed or uninstalled, please go to the library and ask. As soon as you know of a virus, report it. Be careful with emails. Don't open any email if you don't know who it's from. We ask that you only stream at school if you are doing so for a school project. Be responsible and stay within the guidelines of the policy, or unfortunate consequences could result. When your teacher gives you permission to use email for a school assignment, you need to use it ethically. Always use language that is respectful and professional. You are representing our school and yourself. Remember to check spelling and grammar before hitting send. Never threaten or put others down in any way. Remember that the school can view all of your email messages. Group emails should only be sent with teacher permission, for example, sending an email to the class of 2023 email address.
What is an alien's favorite key on a keyboard? The spacebar.
You shouldn't use email for discussing anything that isn't school appropriate. Teachers and parents can and should monitor your email use, but ultimately it is the responsibility of the student. If you think you shouldn't send it, please don't. Email should be used to improve your education and requires the student to ask the teacher before sending. Students should have a different account for their personal email use. Your school email should not be linked to Facebook or other social media, etc. Keep in mind that when you graduate, your school email will disappear. It's good to get in the habit of keeping work and personal email separate. The internet connects us to the world, so we need to use it responsibly. Think smart and never give anyone personal information. Giving your passwords to someone online can put your accounts in danger. People can pose as someone else online, and if you meet them in person, they might not be who you thought they were. If something makes you uneasy while using the internet, please let an adult know right away. Personal photos should not be shared online at school. If you download photos, music or other files, make sure they are for an educational purpose. If you accidentally find yourself or see someone else on an inappropriate site, please tell an adult immediately to avoid consequences. Make sure that you know and always comply with the school's acceptable use policy, which parents and students need to sign. The web is a public place, and once you put something out there, you can't take it back. Even if you delete it, it's never really gone. Pause and think carefully before you share anything.
What do you get when you cross a computer with a crocodile? A megabiter.
We need to take care of all of the Birchwood school technology devices. Whether it's your Chromebook or iPad in school, or for high school students, a device that you might bring home. Your device should remain like it was on the day that you received it. If anything goes wrong, please report it to the library immediately. This also means not to change filtering or network settings. Please turn your device off or put it in sleep mode when transporting it in a computer bag to avoid overheating. And when taking it out of a cart or walking anywhere with it, please use both hands and don't just grab it by the screen. Don't eat or drink next to your device, even if your careful accidents can happen or someone else could walk by and bump something. If your device is placed under things, it can cause damage or overheating. Excessive heat, cold, moisture or exposure to the elements can damage your device and result in repairs that will be charged to you. Don't let anyone else use your device or charger. If it gets lost, damaged, or stolen, it is your financial responsibility, and you also might not have a device to use until it gets repaired. To avoid having your device slide to the floor and get damaged, use it on a sturdy table or desk. Taking care of your device also involves taking care of your personal information, so remember not to share it. Please don't leave your device lying around anywhere. It's your job to keep it with you or safe at all times. If your device is kept in a cart at school, make sure to plug it in. If you are a high school student that can bring it home, remember to bring it charged each day. Using or having your device at lunch, recess, or gym could cause damage or theft, so please keep it in your classroom cart or locker.
How did the prisoner get out of computer jail? By pressing the escape key.
High school students are strongly encouraged to purchase insurance if they would like to bring their device home. Whether or not you purchase insurance, always be mindful and attentive to the safety of your device. The cost of insurance for each computer each year is $30, and this covers the costs from accidental damage. If you are abusive or are negligent and it damages your computer, you will have to pay for fixing it, and there may be other consequences involved. If you have a problem with your device, remember to fill out a form in the library right away. That way you can get the matter resolved quicker and not lose valuable educational time. Back at the beginning of this video, we told you that signed permission forms are required by our district policy. Please go to the Birchwood School website in order to read the full technology policy and to print the permission forms needed. You can also pick up a copy of the policy and forms in the school office. So before the start of the school year, students and parents need to sign forms. The one-to-one technology and Chromebook policy and the acceptable use policy. And all high school students also need to fill out and have signatures on the insurance form whether or not you are purchasing insurance. If you are, be sure to turn in the payment of $30. Students will not be issued a computer until the policies are signed and given to the school office, so please do this before school begins. If you have questions, please contact Kelly Leonard or Jenny Landis. Here are some final reminders. All school devices are intended for educational use only. Care and respect of the devices and for the way in which you use them is very important. And we want you to be able to use a device at the start of the school year, so please get those permission forms into the office as soon as possible. Thank you for your continued commitment to the responsible use of educational technology in the Birchwood School District.